Welcome to Scott Cooks. Today I'm going to be making some thin sliced ribeye steak, mushrooms, onions, green pepper in the Ninja Foodi. We're going to be making sandwiches out of this. We're going to be melting some cheddar cheese over the top. This is going to be a great sandwich, guys. Stay tuned. Alright, let's start this off by taking our Foodi, putting it on sear saute. Sorry, I had the basket in. We don't need that. I always store the basket in there. Sear saute. I'm going to bring this down to medium. Go ahead and start it. And we're going to add in about a tablespoon of canola oil. I'm not going to measure it, guys. I'm just going to pour it on in there. Probably about a tablespoon. Alright, while we're letting that warm up, let's go ahead and cut up our onion, peppers, and our mushrooms. Alright, I always start in this order. Start with the onion. The onion takes a little longer to cook than the mushrooms and a little longer to cook than the pepper. So I start with cutting up the onion, and I get that into the oil first. Peel off the outside layer, not just the skin. I always feel like it's a little tough for me. Okay, I'm just going to cut this onion into thin slices. And this will be fine. And we're going to cook this down. And I'm throwing that right over in the Foodi, guys. Already sizzling as soon as it hit. Wood spoon or nylon or silicone. I'm using wood. Don't want to scratch up your Foodi. Just get that really coated in the oil. We're just going to let that cook down for a while. Let's go ahead and cut up our pepper. I know this is hard to believe since it's only a few days from Halloween. But I just pulled this out of the garden yesterday. This is the last pepper of the year. That's why it turned a little red. I didn't grow red peppers, I grew green peppers, but if you leave them on the vine too long, that's what they do. All right, I'm just going to core this, cut the bottom off, slice it up into some thin strips. All right, good to go. When these turn red in the garden, they actually get a little sweeter. Sometimes we let them go all the way red, but I still love my green peppers. So I grew so many. I actually froze some too. Had a really good crop this year. All right, it's a little too early to put these in. I want the onions to get a little translucent first. Let's go check on those. Yeah, I'm gonna let these cook down a little more, and then I'll get the rest in. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and cut those mushrooms up. All right, I have known people to not wash their mushrooms. I would not go that route. So I'm gonna get a colander, dump these over, and I'm gonna go wash and rinse them off. I don't think there's anything there that would harm me. I just like to clean them up a little before I cook them. All right, these mushrooms are gonna cook down. So I'm just gonna rough chop them because it doesn't really matter much. They're gonna cook down in pretty small pieces. So they're going right over into the Foodi. Straight from the cutting board into the Foodi, guys. And the peppers will follow in just a second. Yeah, I'm cooking a lot. Gonna have leftovers. I love having leftovers. Great for lunches. Make another meal out of it later in the week. And also, I know this looks like a ridiculous amount of mushrooms, but these are going to cook pretty far down. That was 8 ounces. 8 ounces. It's not really that much. And we love our mushrooms around here. These are just white mushrooms. If you don't want to spend a whole lot of money and you want a great mushroom, I couldn't find them this time, but check out Baby Bella's. Wow, they're good. All right, I'm going in with these now. Get everything coated in oil. Look at that. I'm almost out, y'all. I gotta get some more. This is probably my 10th bottle of this stuff. I love this seasoning. It's not the only one I use, but close to it. And you saw I didn't put much in there. A little adds so much flavor. Highly recommended. It's not cheap, but you get a lot out of it because you don't have to use much. It's like $5 for that bottle right there. Okay, we're gonna let that cook. While we're letting that cook, we're gonna check out our steaks and see how thinly sliced these are. Some good looking prime rib, y'all. Oh boy, they weren't kidding on the thinly sliced. I think you can see through that. So that's perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. This is quite a bit. This is 12 ounces. 12 ounces. So I don't need to do anything to this. I'm just going to break it up. And this is going to go right in the Foodi. Cook right with everything else. And this is going to cook super fast. And once we get this done, we're going to pull it out. Put our little rack in. Toast our... we're using potato rolls tonight. We're going to toast up our potato rolls. And put our sandwiches together. It's going to be a great dinner. You cook your vegetables down as far as you like them. I like mine pretty cooked down, especially when I'm going to be putting it on something like a sandwich. So I can tell by the mushrooms I got a little longer to go. Not much. All right, it's pretty much the way I want it. Go ahead and add the steak. Steak is not going to take long to cook. I think I'm going to break that up a little bit with my hand. All right, I'm going to let that, it's already getting brown on the bottom, see? It's not going to take long. That's why I waited almost to the last minute to get it in there. Just leave those be for a minute. Just let them cook. All right, I just went ahead and pulled that out. Put it over in a bowl. And I've got my rack inverted with my 2 potato buns on it. Throw that over in the Foodi real quick. Throw it on broil. Obviously, we're not going to broil it for 10 minutes. Probably about 1 minute is all we're going to need. Just get them a little toasty. And right when they're finished toasty, I'm going to throw a little of this shredded cheddar on the bread, and then I'm going to put more on top. So we'll have it cheese top and bottom. Can never have enough cheese. You might have noticed there, I did say I inverted the rack. I don't like putting the bread that close to the top. It burns so fast. So I just like to slowly broil it. Okay, I don't think I recorded that, so let's try it again. I just put some cheese, it was 1 minute, and I just put some cheese directly on the bread. Just close the lid and continue to broil. There we go, guys. Thinly sliced ribeye steak, onions, green pepper, mushrooms, all cooked in Ninja Foodi, served on a potato bun. This particular one has mayonnaise and extra cheddar cheese across the top. When I fix up the next one, it'll have mayonnaise and a little honey mustard. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. Click that like button for me, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications. I want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to check the description for the Patreon link. You can sign up for as little as $2 a month. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you cook it.